Hey everyone, it's Gavi here and welcome to my craft room. Alright, first up we are going to just do some basic blending on our jelly plate. So the pads are kind of big, so it's really just a matter of like maneuvering them around in the right way. Here I'm just going to kind of do this and blob it in that area specifically, just a few taps. It won't look necessarily like that much, but it will look more when you spray it with the water. Then it will kind of activate it and bring it more to life. Now, what I decided to do, don't worry too much about a little bit of contamination on your pads. It's pretty wipe-offable. Next thing I want to do is take my spritz bottle and just do some light spritzing like that. You can take anything, even your finger, but I have this like little glass doodad. And so I am just going to kind of go around like that and activate all the colors swirly together. Okay, now you can either take it. The cool thing of this way, when you turn it upside down, is that you can actually see it happening. Let me just make sure this is sort of dry. This is watercolor paper, Canson mixed media, and then you just squeeze around. You see that? That's kind of cool. Okay. Now you can make different results depending on how much water you put on, how twisty it is. You can blow on your wet parts, because when you pull it up, it's always going to be, there's going to be a part that's like a little bit more wet. If you want it to be even more, you know, soaked in or switched, you don't like it, you just can even smush it around. You can play around as much as you want, and that gives it even like more of a blended look if you are looking for that. If you want to keep going and just keep smushing, there you go. For the next effect, it's really just like, this is like great for backgrounds that you want to do quickly, but you want it to have a lot of like artsy flair and shebang going on. Okay, this is an example of what one came out to be like. There we go. You can kind of see. gonna run a little smear test over here, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Well, bam, kinda cool. I mean, you know, again, very abstractifying. You could even take, you know, like, cut out, like, with a die cut sentiment over this right here, whatever, wherever, or, you know, and then you would get, like, parts of every color. I don't know, I think it would look cool as, like, a contrast. And then you can, for heaven's sake, you could stamp on this, you could edge it with some color, you could go over the whole thing if you really don't like it with an color, and it will probably mostly cover it because it's that cool. And like, I would do something with it more, but I don't want to mess it up, and because it's kind of cool. It's got like a very painterly look, you know what I'm saying? It's like you took paint and just kind of did it, but it's so much easier because it's not paint, it's just this stuff, and it's all like water based, and who cares if your hands look like this for 5 minutes, and then you're done. Like, you've got it. You just do a quick swipe, and there's no like drying time. Like with paint, you know, on the press you have to be so worried about trying to get it to do it fast, and you're under that time constraint. And here, even though I'm going fast, that's more for the purpose of the video than for the fact that it would just stay and stay and stay. Alright, that's that. Alright, and lastly, I just want to quick show you too, I did like a thing with circles over here earlier, kind of rainbowy colors, and I was just thinking how cool would it be like on a layout if you just want to take one of these shapes or a few of the shapes and have like the picture going on, and I could just see it being like a 12 by 12 layout really easily, because they're just big enough to do that, or even if you want to do that on the background of a card to give it like lots of like fun color but yet still have like a neat loose look. Okay, now I have my big gel plate out. And the intention here is to kind of do some stencilerizing. I found that the best way for this to happen, here's some paper, is to just lay it out and not spray it. Okay, so let me show you first. So again, to do it, you ink it up, you lay your stencil down, you lay your paper on top of it, you rub it in real good, you pull it off, and then you have, you know, a lovely stenciled image right there. A couple last thoughts I wanted to mention. The black, you know, it kind of works if you want that chalkboard look. You just may not get like strong, vibrant color from it, but you will get some kind of color. It'll just be more like a white tone to it. As for, now, get this, regular inks, let's just say I have Wilted Violet here. Well, what the heck, why not? Why can't it work, you know? So I'm just going to quick demo, even mixing them works. I'm curious to try Wilted Violet in both types and see if there's any, like, the difference there going on. Okay. Okay. Make it all nice and wet. I'm smushing it around town. Okay, here we go. Get that edge. Okay, and peel it up. And it has the same kind of look. And you can use regular and you can use Oxide. The only thing with Oxide is it's going to lay nicer on top as layers. See, like where that Oxide over here, all the colors that are on top of each other actually go nicely, except maybe the yellow, but that's understandable. All the colors overlay. And you can do more of that mixing matching. Alright, to show you what we kind of cooked up while we were here, is that smacking down. You can put like a 1 or 2 base coat layer, just lay it on the jelly print and smear it on, and then you can splatter on other colors, maybe contrasting colors to give it more of the depth. You can continue to choose multiple colors like at once on a thing and get like swirled colors. I also have this one that kind of represents that even more maybe, and then lay colors on top. This is with the shapes. This is how you can do shapes on there, and this first one I have like even multiple colors you can pick up on there. And that's shapes. As far as the swiping, this is kind of a cool painterly look to swipe. Here are some, stencil examples. I mean, this I really put one layer too much on there, but it did come out pretty clear and crisp. And I swear I had a different sample. Oh, here it is. Way under the pile. And here was like a pretty clean version of just 2 colors and layered with stencil. So you can really use your gel press like really awesomely with your watercolor paper and your gel press, and you've just got like lots of messy fun. So enjoy, have fun, and experiment.